Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Robin Shindelka and I'm a life coach specialized in helping people overcome anxiety, depression, DPDR, stress, low self-esteem, and many different things. So welcome, very much welcome to this channel in case you're new here. Today we're going to talk about something very important, which is stress management. Stress management is important when it comes to any type of stress. So stress when it comes to anxiety, stress when it comes to depressive feelings, stress when it comes to feeling maybe imposter syndrome or like you're not good enough. It comes down to all these different things because stress is not just like the typical way we view stress as stress from work or stress from school. No, stress basically means that we resist something that is currently present, so that we're innerly like in an inner battle towards something that is, which makes us kind of in stress with reality, in stress with ourselves, and that is why we get very stressful emotions. So I want to give you a very, very simple but incredibly effective tool to lower your stress both mentally and physically almost instantly, like in 5 minutes, if you practice this well. So listen well to the end of the video. I know you guys are gonna love the tool I'm about to share with you. Take some notes, maybe take like a notebook that you can write this down because it is a life-changing, very easy tool. Before we dive into this video, I just quickly want to remind you that today's the last day of the Black Friday sale on my courses. So the DPDR and Existential Anxiety Recovery course, the Personal Transformation course are still on sale for a day for 20%, but only until midnight. So be sure if you were planning on getting it to do that soon. And yeah, let's get to this video. What is this tool? So basically, as I was saying, stress comes from resisting something that is, right? Rather that's something external, rather that's something internal. It comes from us not really being okay with something that is just presenting itself. You start off by kind of writing down a stream of consciousness, like a little just brainstorm on the piece of paper. What is bothering me? Like, why am I stressed right now? That can be, I'm stressed because of work. I'm stressed because of my partner. I'm stressed because of my friends. I'm stressed because of life. Maybe you're struggling with some existential thoughts or whatever it is. You write down whatever is causing your stress, whatever you feel like is causing your stress. And then you ask a very simple question, like I said, you ask, what can I do about it? So you go down the list of all the things you wrote down and you say, next to each thing you ask, what can I do about it? Then there's two possibilities. Either the answer is, I can do something about it, and then the only way, and I'm not going to be able to tell you any magical spell, but the only way to get rid of your stress is to do that thing. So you make a to-do list, you make a list of things that you should do in order to change this circumstance that you're really resisting or that's causing you stress, and you just do it, and then your stress will be gone. It's as simple as that. So this can come down to things causing you stress, like I'm stressed because I have a lot of schoolwork, or I'm stressed because I in a tricky situation with a colleague at work, or I'm stressed because I have to do so many things today and I am feeling stressed by them. Whatever it is, like it's more practical things. The only thing I can really tell you is you just have to do them. You have to make a list and actually commit to them. And sometimes if we can't do those things right away, what helps is setting an intention for yourself for when you're going to be able to do that thing. And then you already feel more calm and peace because you know it's on a piece of paper, you know it's an intention, so you know you'll kind of strive to that. So that's the first thing. Second possibility is that you're stressed about something that you can't change. So stressed about something you cannot do anything about. And then it sometimes feels more tricky because then we feel like we're a victim to our stress. But again, let me take it back to what stress is. Stress comes from resisting something that is. So if you can't change that thing that is, what you can change is the resistance you've created towards it. So this basically means we have to practice acceptance towards that thing that we can't change, and this will bring us peace. But I know you're all thinking, Robin, that's easier said than done, but how do I accept something that right now feels pretty uncomfortable and feels like I can't really accept it? So how do we accept something that feels unacceptable? Well, first of all, you realize, or you ask yourself, why do I feel like it's unacceptable? And very quickly you realize that why you think something is unacceptable is because your mind has labeled that thing as bad. So whatever causes your stress, you've labeled that as this is something that shouldn't happen, this is something bad. Bad often doesn't really exist. Bad is a concept that our mind has created to make sense of the world. And so one belief that often causes our calling things bad is the belief that we are not supposed to struggle. We're not supposed to have stress. We're not supposed to have life throw things at us that we didn't really want. And I guess one of my biggest transformations internally that has helped me the most with stress management is the realization that I am supposed to be constantly evolving. I'm supposed to be constantly growing. And life is like a tough love, you know, life gives you tough love. So it doesn't give you what you want in your comfort. It gives you what you need to expand and to grow and to overcome things and to get stronger and more resilient. So if you see that as more important than the easiness and the effortlessness, then whatever is causing your stress, it's more easy to realize this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is just a part of life and I'm allowed to accept it and readjust to it so that I can grow stronger and it's no longer an issue for me and that I don't no longer feel stressed because of it. So to kind of recap, you can do two things. Either you can ask yourself, in what way do I perceive this as bad when it's not necessarily bad? And secondly, is how can this thing actually make me stronger and grow? So in that case, it can even become a positive or a good thing. So this is, I would say, like a little thought exercise that I use a lot when it comes to stress management. It's very simple, it's very easy. It's about taking back your own power, taking back control, and just changing your own circumstances or your own inner circumstances, because at the end of the day, the only person that is fully responsible for your stress is you. Let me say that again. The only person that's fully responsible for your stress is you. And I know that's not always nice to hear, but it's what you need to hear because it is what puts you in the most powerful position possible. So say that you are stressing about the possibility of getting cancer one day. I know this is something a lot of people struggle with. Well, if you ask yourself, like, can I do something about what can I do about it? There might be some things you can do right now in the present moment, like eat more healthy and exercise. But when it comes to the stress of actually getting it one day, it's not really about that. It's just about the stress of not having control. And you cannot have control over things you can't control. So if the stress causer is a lack of control, then in that sense, you can't do anything about it. So then you have to accept it. And in order to accept it, you need to see what the bright side of it is and not call not having control just bad or not good, but try to see why do I call this bad and maybe in what way can it be good for me? And then very practically, lack of control makes you be able to grow in the sense that if you can accept that, then you can actually find a lot more peace in life because there are so many things we can't control. And if we are able to accept that and surrender to that, we will grow so much in our own inner peace. So that is a good thing. Our lack of control can also cause good things. It can cause us to feel more peace. And at the other end, it's also good because the fact that we don't have control over things, but we're still alive, we're surviving, we're allowed to be here and make friends and feel love, like that means that we're taken care of. So there's also a good side to that. So it's that kind of thinking. You have to stop assuming that what your thoughts are saying is true, that things are bad, and just kind of take a pause and challenge your own thoughts and try to see them in a different perspective. So I want to thank you for watching today. In case you are looking for someone to work with one-on-one to overcome your mental challenges, feel free to send me a message for a free intake session for coaching so we can see in which way I might be able to help you further. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.